The other sees the captain Herrera return to the midfield, sending Luis Caicedo to the bench.
Their 21st different lineup out of 25 games across all competitions this season. But for the third time this season.
And it is Sporting Kansas City kicking off, moving from left to right on your screen in the Sky Blues. Once again, I'm Drake Cordero, joined in the booth by Jamie Watson. If past this prologue should be entertaining, this is our third trip to Houston. In by Davis. It's a promising approach for Fontas, who slings the gloves of Stephen Clark. Slapped in for Baird, clipped to the back post alley-oop, and broken up by Davis. Quinones has a flair for the spectacular. Got a little deflection, or did it? Oh, a goal kick.
Right now, it's just a player that just is desperate to have an impact on the match.
Coming back forward, it's Fontas who gets to your first. Kinda, lovely flick of the heels. It's Alan Pulido! He is in scorching hot form. Cannot and won't stop scoring. After a long injury layoff, he is back to his best. And Pulido makes it a 0-0 for Sporting Kansas City.
And it's all because Fontas steps up and wins this on Aliu. Aliu has to be able to do a little bit something more to throw off Fontas. And then just some fill from Guinda. The lovely back heel right through the legs of Barlow, and Pulido goes up and over the onrushing Steve Clark. Just the presence of mind when you see a striker that has that much control and applies that depth of a touch.
An interesting angle for the right footer. Herrera does go for goal, and it's slapped over by McIntosh. That would have snuck in.
This will be the best look at it. This is the view that Herrera sees as he starts it wider and it starts to come back, so McIntosh not taking any chance. Boston needs to tuck inside in that space so Steris can have that passing lane, and that's really good discipline right there from Tommy and Russell to just take simultaneously a couple steps over, and it closes the passing lane.
Here's Aliu, though, as the ball gets dropped in for him. Escobar in the wide areas. It's a clever pass in. The back heel by Baird, and it's Aliu! A balletic team goal that leads to Aliu's first in MLS.
That goal was worth it right there. Herrera started the whole thing, and then he has the presence of mind to just reach, put it into the path to Corey Baird, and then just like Gadi Kinda did for Pulido's goal, Baird goes around the corner with a back heel through the legs, and Herrera is just so smart to play it across to Aliu. That is as good of a goal as you will see anywhere in world football. Class personified, a game-changing goal right before half. Half the team was celebrating before Aliu even put it in for the first time in his Major League Soccer career.
The ball rolls in the second stanza in Houston. A level at a goal apiece. Pulido and Aliu, the goal scorers. He's broken up by Leibold. Still alive for Escobar. Loses his footing and with it possession. It's taken back by Artur. Dancing in a phone booth. It's Artur on his right! McIntosh keeps it out, and Baird on a follow-up denied as it was cleared by Rosero.
He can't get out of their own final third, and it's just Artur having the composure to be able to win it, understand how to be able to get it out of his feet to Escobar, and then strikes it.
Into driving at Artur. And he's brought down to the box. Artur reaches out, falls for the trap, and it's a chance for Sporting Kansas City to retake the lead. MLS's top scorer since the start of June. From 12 paces out. It's slotted in with his hands in his pocket and not a hair out of place. It's a second for Pulido. A second for Sporting. Back in front.
And then Pulido just calmly reads the weight of Steve Clark as he's leaning to the right. Pulido keeps his eyes on him, judges the momentum, and then changes at the last moment to just calmly slot it in. It's a fantastic finish. 10 goals in Major League Soccer now for Alan Pulido.
Whistled off the ball, Herrera in possession, clipped in for Bassi. The ball gets trapped under his feet, but it's Fiatchenko! The center back arriving in the 18, and Ndembe denies him. It's a wonderful ball to find Escobar. Escobar is well wide and disappointed with himself.
Let's go back to the first one. What a ball into Bossi, who got the inside track on Ndembe, and Ndembe recovers well, and he just puts the right foot.
Picked out his spot. Herreras denied by McIntosh.
We see the combination of Bartlow and Voltaire. That's why McIntosh sees it a little bit late, and that's why he's over-committed and has to come back to it to punch it. So what he's brought in to do is win these headers, try to clog up the middle. Right now, everything's being forced into wide areas for Houston because Rosero, Fontes, and Castellanos are so tight. Olfarsson and Castellanos are going to go up for this one. This is a big battle. He slips on.
Olfarsson knocking it down and through the legs. It's Franco at the back post! Even Franco, Houston hero. His second career MLS goal.
And it's the slip from Castellanos that's going to give Olfarsson the opportunity to win it. It goes through the legs of Ferreira, and that catches Rosero flat-footed. And Franco has just continued on. He takes the chance. What if this gets through? And it does. And Ivan Franco at the right spot with the right shot selection to go up and over.
Houston want to play it quickly, and they will not get the opportunity. There's the final whistle of an eventful 90-plus minutes.